Hello, welcome to 62 Freedom. I just want to do something a little bit different, and I want to tell you and show you what the thoughts of a dreamer dream up sometimes. And but I think it's possible, just like I thought it was possible when Disneyland, when the coronavirus first came out, and then Disneyland closed that Disney closed that Disneyland in Singapore, and before it even came out of China, they closed that down. And so I sold all my Disney stock for $190 a share. Right now it's like hovering around $90 or $95 a share. So it wasn't harebrained. It sounded harebrained when I was talking about it at Kalana Shipyard, but it ended up being not so harebrained because I looked into the future a little bit. So here's my take on the NFL. My head coach and general manager got fired, and then they hired another head coach who was the offensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Rams last year. So I was curious why we were always in games. We were like 6-1 or something, 6-0. Or something like that. Nah, we won the first game, and then we played Philadelphia, and it looked like a completely different team, and they slaughtered us like 23-7 or something like that. So I was like, man, that was weird. And then we knocked off like 5 in a row, and the number one pick, Buffalo Bills, to win the Super Bowl this year, we beat them in overtime, I believe it was. But how are we so much in games? We're 9 wins and 2 losses now, and then here comes the Cowboys. Boom, we look like we didn't even show up. But then the 6-4 Patriots with Bill Belichick the next week, we do good. So here's my theory: we beat them too. So we're 9-2. Why do we lose those 2 games? Maybe it's strategy. And we got blown out by Philly and Dallas. We didn't even look like we belonged in there. So my theory is, I came up with this theory that maybe the coach knows the team can win enough to win the division, and his strategy is don't show anybody that's in the play that he thinks is going to be in the playoffs. Don't show them anything, even if you have to lose the game. So that's why we lost to the Eagles. That's why we lost to Dallas. So that was my theory. So then I went to look around and see, is there any evidence for that? So my offensive coordinator my head coach was the offensive coordinator for the Rams last year. So where better to look than at the Rams' opponents last year? And who did they lose to on the way to the Super Bowl? Do you know that? Well, here it is. Here's the Rams' opponent last year on the way to winning the Super Bowl when my head coach was the offensive coordinator. So, curiously, they lost to Arizona. And then, they lost to Tennessee and San Francisco and Green Bay. So Green Bay was known to be in the Super Bowl hunt last year before they traded away their best receiver. So maybe they didn't want to show Green Bay anything. Maybe they thought these were going to be playoff teams. They didn't want to show the Cardinals anything. Green Bay, also San Francisco, and Tennessee was definitely a possibility to win their division. And there you go. That's who they lost to. Now let's look to see who they played in the playoffs. So remember that. Arizona, San Francisco twice, because they lost to them in the 18th game, see? And they lost to them also in the 10th game. And then Tennessee, Green Bay, and Arizona. So let's look at the postseason. Okay, so let's start at the top right there. They knocked off Arizona. Then they didn't play Tampa Bay. So they didn't even play them. So, and they're like, oh look, San Francisco beat them twice. But hey, they beat them in the playoffs. So, and then in the Super Bowl, they didn't play Cincinnati either. So all these teams that they lost to, basically, I mean, Green Bay didn't make it to the Super Bowl, so they didn't have to play them. But that's quite amazing, right? Oh, wait a minute. The Philadelphia Eagles are ranked number 2 and the Dallas Cowboys number 4. Oh, that's the 2 teams we lost to. Ah, my twisted mind is starting to come together. Y'all see that, right? So, that's my theory. He was on the Rams. He was offensive coordinator for the Rams. And they knew they had such a good team, just like he knows now he's got a good team. He knows he can make it to the playoffs. But don't show your hand. You know, if you're playing cards, you know, you got your whole cards. You ain't going to show your whole cards around the table and then you're going to bet. Because you don't know what they got and they know what you got. So that's the theory from a dreamer's mind. That's why we're not 11 and 0. That's why we're not, because we're not going to take any chances with that. Hey, good morning. Welcome to 62 to Freedom. This is not a build day, it's a day off, but I came down here to move a little bit of dirt, see how that goes. Just take it easy on my back a little bit. But man, it was hard to get in here. You know, I came up this bridge right here, but I didn't have the key and it was locked. So I had to go back down there. You see my water bottle laying down at the bottom, that purple blob. Then I had to come down that thing. So I had to leave my water because I couldn't be carrying anything. I had my GoPro in my pocket, keys in one pocket, phone in another pocket, on, and I had no place to stuff my drink. And so this is the preferred way right here. But, you know, it's not a work day, so it's my preferred way. So it was probably slip and fall down that thing. That's like a goat ladder. A goat ladder worse than the goat step right there. It did have a couple handholds, you know, see that rebar, but you had to get down on your butt to keep from falling over forwards. Basically lay down and scoot your feet along. Damn, this is bad enough. This thing's deteriorating. They cut this bamboo out, see it? So that they could get this form on here. And then that's one of the bamboos. There's really only 4 viable bamboos out of 6. Maybe 3. These 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. The 4th is starting to crack up. 5 is demolished right there. And 6 is looking rough. 1 is looking rough. 1 is absolutely destroyed. So, whew, it's getting precarious. And the handrail is no longer viable. Oh no, that's up there on the steps up that way. That's been cut off at the ground, so it just wobbles around. So it's getting dangerous, but we had to make some changes to get this bridge built. You see the angle that it goes up. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll set this down. See the angle going up to the road, and then it does get flat at the top, so the car can, you know, the back can raise up so you can see better. I don't know if you can see better or not, but because I never drove there, but it seems like you can see better. And here's the progress to the tile. Wow. Man, I hated putting this tile down and not finish the ceiling. This company has really screwed me over with this build. Supplying the ceiling. Wow. I don't know what else to say. They didn't come through, and you know, I would still deal with them, but I'm not going to order anything and they're going to say, oh, we don't have it in stock, so we can order it. It'll be here in 2 days. Heck no. 2 months is more like the better. Anyway, the tiles look good. They didn't come from that company. Although I did buy some tiles from them they had on hand for sale for half price. But I saw them and I ordered them and I put them in my car. So that's how, you know, if they have furniture I like, I will buy it. And I'll buy it. And we will put it right in a, you know, order it right then and put it right in a transport. So that way we know we have it, we see it, and then we're just gonna get, you know, we're gonna go there the next day with the someplace way to deliver it, or just pay their delivery and COD. I'm also gonna put my shoes back on and go dig some dirt. But this way I can just take the flip-flops, step on this one piece of paper I put here, and then leave the flip-flops here and just walk in my socks to keep from scratching up the tile. That's what they've been doing. And they've been sweeping it a lot, but it's impossible to keep it clean. This part has been grouted already, so you can see the grout dust. That just wipes right up with clear water. It's faint. And so that's as far as it got right there, but over here it's been grouted. Looks pretty good. You know, the ripples that you see in it it's supposed to be like that. That's the style of this tile. It dips down. Along the edge, it does a little teeny dip. It's really minute, but it shows up when you're looking on a big, see like that line in between the, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it dips down on the edge, and both tiles that meet dip down on that edge too. And then, you know, the tiles don't catch your feet. It's lower than the surface, the main surface of the tile. So, very good. Good, very good. Oh, what the heck? What was that? I don't know what that is. A little animal of some sort the ants found. But they gotta get out of here. They gotta get out of here. They're gonna start, oh, look what we found in here. This is our house. Now. No. Hell no. They'll sweep you right out the door. Sorry about the language. I showed you the tile. They're building right here for the slab. They're gonna make concrete. Here's the form for the concrete support. And 2 of those whole tiles are gonna go here. This one is gonna go all the way up against the wall. And then that one will make it all the way to here, to this edge, the other one. So we got the 3 meters with the width of 60 and 240. That's the length, 60, 2.6 meters and 0.4 meters wide. So if you go all the way down with that one, that's 3 meters. So good, good. Okay, I'm gonna sweep this a little bit. And there's a spider. He can't find a crack, right? So he's just walking around in the middle of I better get out of here because there ain't gonna be no cracks when we're done. Kind of poo-poo on the floor right there, and the ants was all over it. I don't know what it was really. Could have been Marion of some sort. So bye-bye ants. Okay. Huh? So oh yeah. It's pretty level. I don't see no daylight under there. Maybe this is bent. Oh. To test it, see if the, yeah, okay. That's a pretty good. I get Google pays me a little bit. It don't cost you anything to subscribe. You know, thousands and thousands of people watch this channel. I know because I got over 5,000 views, but I only got 800 subscribers. So if a few of y'all would subscribe, it would help me out a little bit. I put that right in my 11-year-old college fund because, you know, I would have prepared better. You know, it's my fault, but I would have prepared better. But at 50 years old, I didn't think I could have any children, really, to tell you the truth. I didn't have any. She's my one and only. It was a pleasant surprise to kick off my retirement. That was my retirement gift from the universe. See, I filled that corner up to right about where I want it. That's the only place down there that's like that. So I don't know. They would throw a couple of them down there and then start going somewhere else. But I want to at least finish one area so that, you know, you can use that to match the rest of the areas. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's almost lunchtime though. I don't know if I'm gonna come back down here or not. I might not. So let's see. I'm gonna show you where I'm bringing the dirt from, way down there. So take the camera back with the with it when I bring. So here we go. We'll try this. So this is going to be the wheelbarrow cam again. I did that with a load of dirt in a past video, but this I'm just holding it on the handle. It's a kind of wheelbarrow cam. Just to show you where I came from. Might be a little jiggly. There's no shocks on my wheelbarrow. Dang it. Should have some springs and some shocks, some struts or something. But yeah, I can't afford it right now. So this is mainly clay right now. Up by the fence, that's what I want. By the crack of the fence. So that any water coming down the yard, you know, towards the fence, it's going to hit that slick clay along the edge, and it's going to be forced to go out of the drain holes as it should. So that's my plan. You can see right here, it's getting down to the real dirt. That's the clay they dug up out of these footings. And so that's where I'm hauling it from, right here. I want to get it around from away from my well. And I'm going to continue till I get all this dug out. It's not going to be today, you know, of course, but I'm gonna get that right there, right now. I think I can get it in there. Maybe I'll just dig under it. If I get a big load of that black dirt, I'm not gonna take it to the edge of the fence. I'm gonna put it where I think it's gonna be some planting some, vegetables or something, which would be up near that tree. Okay, peace out. I think they just poured enough cement down in there just to hold the steel while they get all the angles right and everything, and then they will pour some more in there and fill it back up. So cool. That's a different colored dirt I've never seen that came out of there. It don't even look like that dirt. That's weird. It dries out, it looks like that. Put the lime in the coconut, drink it all up.